What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show, Bumpy McSquigum Zero. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up my coverage of Overfall. It is currently in Steam Early Access. Well, it's in pre-Steam Early Access right now, but on March 1st it will be officially into Steam Early Access, and then all of you can have your wonderful time with the game. And I highly suggest you get this game because it's amazing. This is actually my most sought after or most anticipated game since Battle Brothers. So you guys know how I feel about Battle Brothers. This is a pretty big deal. I did do a first look video of this back when it was in Kickstarter mode and there was a demo, and I was a big fan. Anyway, the game is Overfall. It is by Para Games. It's going to be in Steam Early Access come March 1st, and I am really excited and eager to hop in and get started. I'm not going to talk it to death. We're going to hop in and we're going to get started playing in just a minute, but first, I'm going to let the opening sequence run, and then I shall be back, and then we shall play.
Many destinies are woven from a single thread. A new age began when the brave human army slew the Orcish Emperor, ending their age-old reign over the world. Watching the glorious moment from his citadel was the Ever-King, the immortal leader who united the tribes in victory. While the humans celebrated their triumph, the wise Ever-King foresaw a far greater challenge. He summoned to his citadel two heroes and sent them on a voyage into the impossible, through a magical portal beyond which lay another world. For days, the heroes journeyed through the alien landscapes of the world of Kun, a hostile realm inhabited by the Vorn, a race of ruthless warriors. They sought the Disc of Ages, an artifact of great power and mysterious origins. They stole the disc and made their way back to the portal with an army of Vorn in pursuit. The Vorn will not rest until they retrieve the disc. The tides are rising. They are coming.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let's begin. Now, my throat's actually a little bit raspy right now, so I do apologize if I start, choking and dying in the middle of this. I'm going to do my best not to. I was going to try to do a cool, old man voice and all this other various stuff, but I think it's just going to cause me more issues right now. So, I do apologize for that. It would have been a little bit more fun that way. We're going to go in random. We're going to get Jervis. I like Jervis. Let's see what else we got here. Pansy. No, I don't think so. Amanda. No. Justine. No. Pansy again. No. Come on. Give me a good name. Give me a good name. And for anybody who has these names that I'm skipping, that doesn't mean your name isn't good. Miranda. Eh. Samantha, it's too long. Becky, no, we're not going Becky. Betty, no. Betty, no. Nuria, Meredith, we're going to go with Meredith. Jervis and Meredith are going to be the two. Alright, so, real quick, we have up to 9 classes that are available. I'm hoping to see more as the game advances further through Steam Early Access. But the ones that we have to start with are the Fighter and the Cleric. Eventually we'll be able to unlock the Monk, the Guardian, the Druid, the Rogue, the Warlord, the Wizard, and the Ranger. And additionally, we'll be able to unlock additional weapons, which I believe will probably end up changing the attack skills for all of our skill weapons. So all of our weapons will, as we upgrade them or get different ones that are unlocked, chances are it will change how our attacks work and all sorts of stuff like that. Anyhow, we're going to go with the basic stuff, and I don't need to focus too much on all this stuff right now because we'll learn through playing. So, I don't want to take any more time. Let's hop in and actually get to it and get after it. So, there you have it, folks. There you have it. And here we are. You have made it through the portal and back to your home world. I can't believe my eyes. You are them. It has been 3 centuries since you entered the portal, and now you're back. 3 centuries have passed? How? Or, who are you? This is because I've been here and I've read this before, guys. Because I wanted to hop in and play the game for a few minutes just to kind of refamiliarize myself. I only played, I hopped in, I got through this first story thing. I turned off something because they were kind of wondering how they wanted feedback on the different encounters. So I turned that off so you guys wouldn't have to see it. And then I went to an island, and that was it. And then I hopped back in here and I started this up. So, there you have it. We're going to go with 3 centuries have passed. How? With his eyes opened wide, the old man explains as much as he can. By the way, this is the voice I was going to do for the old man, but I don't think I can do it for long. Gods know, for generations my family awaited your arrival right at this spot, and I am now the lucky one to fulfill our family prophecy right now. You basically Deckard Cain, right? So there you have it, but no, I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, so we have Why Have You Been Waiting For Us? And I think there's been an anomaly in time when they entered the portal. Now, what you guys don't know, because apparently the tooltip didn't pop back up, which is fine, it's not a problem. She has a special trait or attribute or perk or skill or something. Part of her character allows us to have this additional dialogue option. If we had a different character in there, chances are this wouldn't pop up. That being said, it's usually a good idea to pick the yellow icons because those are the specialty dialogue options. Also, I hear tell, I can't be sure, but I hear tell that those are the banana-flavored dialogue options. And everybody knows everything tastes better as a banana-flavored dialogue option, or banana-flavored anything tastes good, right? Take, for instance, one of my favorite desserts of all time, and I haven't had it in years, and I'm going to get it this week, guys. It is my goal, it is my plan, it is my hope, it is my dream. I'm going to get some banana pudding with Nilla wafers this week. If you guys have never tried that, do it. Go to the store, buy the banana pudding. Even if you don't want to make it, buy it. A lot of stores have it pre-made. Get some Nilla wafers, dump it into the pudding, put it in the fridge, let it sit for like an hour, and then eat it. It's delicious. It's so amazing. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking banana pudding. That is an old man's treat or a child's treat. It's not a normal person's treat. Well, speaking for normal people, I can't really do. But for me, it's delicious and it's really good, and you should definitely get it. Anyway, moving right along. I think there's been an anomaly in time when we entered the portal. You have the wisdom to understand the difference, but not many could foresee that this would happen, except for one wizard. Why have you been waiting for us? A mighty wizard, Ezel, gave this quest to my great-grandfather for the day you will return. The world isn't the same since you left. The Everking has gone missing. Ezel? The almighty Everking has gone missing? The citadel has vanished long ago. No one knows why and how. But Ezel left my family a message to hide and deliver to you for when this day comes. A message? 2 beacons will be unsealed only to those who are revered. Their light will unveil the path to your king, only when the races of D's deem you worthy. What does it mean? Or, then we should introduce ourselves to the leaders of D's first, if we are to find those beacons. The old man answers, if that's true, then you should make your way up. You should make your way up in their society first. Times have changed. The world is in chaos. What do you mean? Thanks for everything you've done. We better be on our way now. Farewell. No, what do you mean? The races are at war with each other. You'll have to choose sides, I'm afraid. On the bright side, if there is any, the message says 2 beacons. Okay. The races are at war with each other? This guy's not super bright, is he? The orcs are at war with the Forsaken, and the elves with the Hollows, and the dwarves with the goblins. If you help one side, they may help you back with finding their beacon, and the one their enemy has as well. Okay, that's fine. Alright, now we can officially do whatever we want to. Although I felt like the game was sped up there briefly. I don't know. I don't know what that was all about, but either way, we are out, we are about, and we are doing various things. So, we can go around and pretty much do whatever we want. We have free reign to move and just start doing stuff. So we're going to head on down, I guess, to this volcanic island. And we'll talk to the humans and or dwarves there. You meet a dwarf on this island who looks for his missing child. Please, somebody help me find my child. We are happy to help. He explains that the kid left home a few days ago and never returned. He was complaining about the work, but that's how we dwarves live. Please look around for him. Alright, let's not lose time. You look around the island for him, then in one of the caves you hear voices of a child. If I dig north, I reach... No, wait. Hey, can we help you? You look troubled. I'm taking you back to your father. The kid explains. Okay, I'm making my way out to this boring island, so I need to dig. Can you help me with that? Sure we can. Alright, as you dig deeper into the earth, you reach another cave where a troll attacks you. Yummy child meat, me likey. Attack! Or defend. Oh gosh, he's got 40 hit points? That could be pretty tremendous. And he just buffed the living tar out of himself. Alright, well, let's man up and go after him. We're going to jump in there. Alright, so basically, guys, how this works is there's 3 different phases in combat. You have the movement phase, which is what I did there, guys, and I forgot I need to explain this a little bit more in depth, so I apologize. You have the move the character, or in this case I used Heroic Leap. Heroic Leap allowed me to jump 5 hexes and land. If I land within, well, adjacent to an enemy, I do 2 damage. So that's a good way of traversing the map and getting after killing some fools and whatnot. So the second phase is your utility phase, where you do things like buff yourself, heal yourself, debuff enemies, just add negative effects, you know, all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So let's take a look at what we have here for Jervis. We have Earthcrack, applies vulnerable and removes 1 buff from the foe. We have Vigor, Unbreakable, it applies Vigor and removes 2 debuffs from myself. And we have Incapacitate, it applies Disarm and Immobilized to the giant Troll of Doom. So what I believe I'd like to do is remove some of his debuffs and make him vulnerable. So we're going to go with Earthcrack. We're going to slam that down. We removed that. He should be vulnerable as well, in theory. And then finally, the third part of our turn is going to be the combat phase, where we actually get to do direct damage to the enemy. So we have Chop, which deals 4 damage, and it's got a 50-50 shot at applying bleed. We have Cleave, which deals 4 damage, but if the target is bleeding, it applies mortal wounds. And if we manage to critically hit with it, it applies Bone Pour. And then finally, Execute deals 4 damage, it applies Blind 60% of the time. And it deals 3 additional damage if the target has less than 50% HP. Well, he doesn't, so the best one to go with is Chop to start off with. So we shall chop him. And now it is our wonderful, wonderful Lass's turn to do some stuff. We're going to send her on in. She's got Numbing Light. It'll apply regeneration and 2 stacks of Aegis up onto whoever. We also can dispel 2 debuffs or buffs. So if we are debuffed, we can dispel 2, and if he's buffed, as he is, we can dispel 2 of those, which is what I'm going to do. And finally, we have Wave of Light. It deals 3 damage, applies Agony 25% of the time, and applies Blind on a critical hit. The range is a little bit limited on that. However, it does go out further than right where you're standing, so you can actually hit multiple people with this if you manage to get them all grouped up nicely. I'm going to probably apply Retribution, which deals damage and applies Confusion 75% of the time, and then the final one is deals 3 damage and restores 2 HP to adjacent allies, but you have to be right up next to her, so that would be Holy Nova. So we're going to go with Retribution, throw that hammer on out there and be like, BAM! 4 damage done there, and he's confused. Now he's running around. It looks like he's going to hit both of them for a pretty large amount of damage. We have Trauma, deals 1 damage for every 3 turns, or every turn for 3 turns. That's not great. We're going to skip the moving there, and what we're going to do is disarm and incapacitate this guy. So there we go. And since he is bleeding, I believe he's still bleeding. Well, maybe he's not. Alright, well, we're going to try to apply bleed again. Nope, still no bleed this time around either. Alright, what we're going to do is... I wonder if I can still pull you. It still healed him. Alright, so basically what we can do there is pull a target ally and heal him for 2. Granted, he didn't move, it still gave him the heal, though. I think he just picked his nose. I don't know what he did there. That was kind of crazy. We're going to apply Fear, maybe? No, we're going to go with the Aegis. We're going to throw that up on us. Apply 2 stacks of Aegis and regen. So we regen 2 HP every turn for 2 turns. And we have an increased evasion for 2 turns. So that's pretty good. And what we're going to do now is the Holy Nova to heal us some more. So, here we go. We dealt 3 damage to him, and we healed ourselves for 2. And it looks like he just removed all his debuffs. So we're going to sit still once again. And what we're going to do this time is apply Vulnerable once again. And it worked. And we're going to try to get a bleed on him one more time. And it still didn't bleed him out, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll sit still here, and what we're going to do now is apply Fear, which I think will send him screaming in terror when it's his turn to move. And we're going to use Retribution. Do 4 more damage. We should be able to go straight for Execute this next turn. So he's going to run away. And then he's going to be able to move back. So he's going to come back at us. He's going to cast whatever he does to us. 7 damage. He stacked that up twice. but it looks like it just wore off, so that's not so bad. We're going to move our heroic leap up here. Let's see here. How would I want to do it? Alright, I'm going to move it right there. That's an additional 2 damage. We're going to disarm and immobilize him once again. And now we're going to go for the execute, so we'll be able to do 7 damage if this works out. Bam, 7 damage. It's still not quite enough to finish him, but it's close. What we're going to do now is get regeneration up on him. And we're going to go with Wave of Light, as it's the only attack that's off cooldown. And it might be enough to take him out, but probably not. Nope, he's got 1 hit point left. Alright, he had to basically skip his turn because he was immobilized and he couldn't attack. Alright, and basically all we do now is end this. And we said good day, sir. Bam. There it is. Victory is ours. You dig and dig, and at last you reach the surface, which he thinks is another island. Alright, we've gained steady for Jervis. His accuracy stat has been increased by 4. Okay, we're probably there. Let's give it another push, and we're done. Push it. The child is a bit surprised with the scenery. But this is our house. You fooled me, deceived me, betrayer! Or betrayal! Too bad. Alright. I knew he'd do this. It's in his spirit after all, so I gave him the plans that leads him to our house. Anyway, thanks, heroes. The dwarf thanks you for getting him back safe and sound. Alright, so we managed to get ourselves 1 dwarven reputation. Alright, cool. It was fun. Fare thee well. Well, we did manage to kill a troll, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so we've done that, and what I'd like to do is maybe try to do one more thing. We're pretty hurt, though, so we should head to an inn. We should be able to trade some of our swag for other various things. Alright, there's a man standing over there. We'll talk to him in a minute. Let's buy something to eat right now. What can I get for you? I think I'll take some soup. It costs all of our money, though. Sure, I make noise soup. You're gonna taste it with your ears. Tell me how you like it. Nothing special, simple soup is fine. Alright. Here's a bowl of lentil soup for you. Bon appetit. Well, we got 2 more food out of that. It's not so bad. Let's talk to the man standing over there. As you approach the man starts talking. Would you like to play a game with me? If you have some spare time to have fun. And there's a reward if you win, and you pay if you lose. So there's that. Okay, explain the rules. Paper wraps stones, scissor cuts paper, stone blunts scissors. Simple as that. Just pick one and see what happens. First one to reach 3 wins is the winner. Let's play. You can't play because you don't have enough frags. No! Alright, well, we'll see you later, buddy. Alright, well, I guess we will get out of here. So we can play rock, paper, scissors to actually get somewhere. Alright, I heard that the Vorn ships are actually something we don't want to mess with, so we're going to avoid that for now. We're going to come down here. This is a human and an orc settlement. Let's go to another dwarven place if we can. What's this? It has another inn. This has a human and hollow, human and hollow, human and dwarf. Can we make it over there? What is that thing? It's an orc ship. It's patrolling the waters. Alright, we're going to try to make it to the dwarf settlement. We'll see what happens here. While exploring this island, you hear that a leatherworker is looking to hire adventurers and pop in to see him. He explains that he needs the hide of a troll to make a leather jacket. Only a troll's skin is tough enough to make a jacket with. And I need you to find and kill the troll living on this island and bring me his hide. Well, I guess we'll fight another troll and that'll do it. The leatherworker nods in approval. Good, the troll lives in the cave up the hill from here. I expect you back within the hour. Alright, up the hill you discover the cave the leatherworker was talking about. Alright, it looks like another 40 damaged troll that we're going to have to deal with. So basically the same fight, only this time we're already a little bit hurt. So this is going to be interesting. Alright, we're going to jump in, we're going to slam onto him, we're going to do Earthcrack to vulnerabilize him. And we're going to throw out our chop right away, and hopefully we get a bleed this time. No bleed. And no bleed. Alright, what we're going to do now is walk over here. We're going to go with Numbing Light, I guess. Up onto him. Give him a little bit of that Aegis and some regeneration. We're going to use Retribution once again. Dropping the hammer on him. It did not debuff him at all. He buffed himself again. Oh my gosh. That was a little ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. Alright, we're going to apply Vigor to ourselves and remove our debuffs. And unfortunately, we can't actually attack, so we're going to have to skip our turn with him. I don't know if we... Oh, we can't even pull... Oops. We can't even pull him back with this. Nope. Ah, I made a misplay again. It's okay. We're going to remove the 2 buffs off of this guy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the Wave of Light and hit him from here. We're going to hope that that's going to be enough. So you're going to come around and attack who? Both of us for the 7. Alright. Alright, I see that. That's cool. Alright, you'll sit still. We're going to go and we're going to disarm and immobilize you, buddy. And we're going to try for that bleed again. And we hit him, but we still didn't seem to get it. Alright, we're going to pull you in. Get you 2 heal up. I'm going to go with Numbing Light now. Get you some regen going. And we're going to go with Holy Nova, which is going to also throw a heal and do some harm. And it's our time again. We're going to drop on down here and be like, BAM! Oh, the 4 hit is pretty impressive. Not going to lie, we're going to vulnerabilize them again. And we're going to go for the execute. It's not going to be quite enough to finish it, but that's okay. We're going to sit right where we're at. We're basically going to fear you now, buddy. And then we're going to probably cause some confusion. And that was not quite enough to kill you, but you're really, really close. Unless you bleed out when it's your turn. Which I don't believe is going to happen. You're going to do your slam down. Oh, you missed one of them, though. Alright, buddy. I'm going to remove the debuff off of us. And we're going to go for this. And bam! Down you go. We were victorious again, but we're still pretty hurt. You kill the troll, and gagging, skin its corpses. Apparently it has more than 1 corpse. Alright, Jervis gained tough, increase the total health by 4. What don't kill ya, make you feel more resistant. Alright, 2 food, we got 3 dust, and we got 7 frags, so we can actually afford some food, so that's pretty good. And we actually got some food, too. Alright, we're returning to the leather worker, and he accepts the hide and pays us 4 more frag. Excellent. Now, leave me, I have much tanning to do. I bet you do. Anyway, folks, I think this is where I'm going to break off. You can update or upgrade your utility skills with dust by visiting guild ships. Oh, they're ones that have these little cross swords or something on them, I think. Anyway, I think I'm going to break off the episode here. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with this so far. I'm going to be having a blast. I hope you guys stick around the channel and, well, you like, comment, subscribe, and share it and all that wonderful fun stuff because I'm going to be playing quite a bit more of Overfall. I have a pretty good feeling that I'm going to die a horrible death at least more than once, probably more than twice, and it's going to be a very long and slow process to get me to anywhere fairly decent with the game. But for now, it is what it is, and, well, we'll continue as we can. Until the very next episode, folks, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.